शब्द रत्ते वड हंस हैं, सच नाम उरथार। सच संग रहें, सद सच रहें, सच्चे नाम प्यार। हुक्म श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब, पेज 585-586, अंग 585, 586। वडहंस की वार, महला चौथा। लल्ला बहलीमा की धुनी गावनी। एक ओंकार सतगुरु प्रसाद। श्लोक महला तीजा। शब्द रते वडहंस हैं, सच नाम उरथार। सच संग रहें, सद सच रहें, सच्चे नाम प्यार। सदा निर्मल मैं न लग गई, नजर कीती करतार। नानक हों तिनकै बलिहार ने, जे जो अनदिन जपै मुरार। वडहंस की वार, महला फोर्थ, टू बी sung to the tune of लल्ला बहलीमा। श्लोक महला थर्ड। This epic is required to be sung to the tune of the epic of Lalla Bahlima. As per Dr. Pai Veer Singh Ji, Lalla and Bahlima were two brothers and petty kings or landlords. One time, in order to save the crops of his brother, Bahlima let Lalla use the water from his ditches, on the promise that the latter will pay him back with 1/6 of his crop. But after the crop ripened, Lalla refused to pay, and there was a big heroic fight between the two, in which ultimately Bahlima won. This epic based on this story was written by the bards of those times. The present composition is supposed to be sung to the tune of this epic. Guruji starts this epic by commenting on the true saints and other false saints or hypocrites. Guruji compares the true saints to gorgeous swans and the hypocrites or false saints to herons, and then uses this metaphor to tell the differences between these two categories. He says, those who are imbued with the word of Guru's advice are real true gorgeous swans or saints. They have enshrined the true name in their hearts. Like the swans which only peck at the pearls, these true saints only collect truth and are always imbued with the love of the true or eternal God. He has cast a glance of grace on them, and they always remain pure, and no dirt of evil thoughts afflicts them. Therefore, Nanak is a sacrifice to those who day and night meditate on that destroyer of pride. Stanza 1. महला तीजा। मैं जानिया वड हंस है, तां मैं किया संग। जे जाना बग बपड़ा, तां जन्म न देंदी अंग। महला थर्ड। Now Guruji cautions us in an indirect way from being beguiled by these hypocrite saints, thinking them to be true saints. But he still uses his previous metaphor of swans and herons. So Guruji says, I thought him to be a beautiful swan, a true saint, so I associated with him. But if I had known that he is only a wretched crane or a cheat, I would never have let him come near me for my entire life. Stanza 2. महला तीजा। हंसा वेख तरंदियां, बगा पी आया चाओ। डुब मुए बग बपड़े, सिर तले ऊपर पाँव। महला थर्ड. Next, Guruji depicts the fate of those wretched cranes or false saints who, upon seeing the swans, the true saints swimming in the pool of spiritual bliss, also try to do the same, but they get drowned. So he says, seeing the swans swim across the sea of worldly existences, similar desire arose even in the cranes. But when they plunged headlong into the water, the poor cranes were drowned. Similarly, when upon seeing the true saints enjoying the bliss of true union with God and respect of their following followers, the false saints also try to get that kind of bliss and honor. However, soon their secret evil nature came to the surface and they were drowned or shunned and kicked out of the holy congregation in a most dishonorable way. Stanza 3. पौड़ी तू आपे ही आप हैं आप कारण किया तू आपे आप निरंकार हैं को अवर न बिया तू कर्ण कान समर्थ है तू करे सुथिया तू अनमंगिया दान देवना सब ना जिया सब आखो सतगुर वाह वाह जिन दान हर नाम मुख दिया वाहिगुरु पौड़ी. Finally, Guruji addresses God and paying his homage, he says, "O God, you are by yourself and you are the cause of all this creation of yours. You yourself are formless and there is no one other than you. You are powerful to do anything and only that happens which you do. You give unasked for gifts to all the creatures. Therefore, let us all repeatedly say that blessed is that true Guru who has given us the supreme gift of God's name." Paudi 1. The message of this Shabad is, this Paudi is that before following any saint or seemingly immaculate person, we should make sure that he or she is not a false saint trying to cheat us. Only then we should associate with him, with any saints, or follow their advice. But the safest course for us is to follow the advice of our eternal Guru, the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, which contains the gist of all the advice of Sikh Gurus and like-minded saints and devotees from all faiths. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. SGGSP 585-586. Thank you.